All right. Hi, everybody. It's Michael and Julie again. And tonight we're joined by the wonderful Felix Hyde.
Yes, Felix, it's fantastic to see you. Perhaps, Felix, you might like to tell people a little bit about yourself. We had the pleasure of doing some tremendous work with you when you came to our island recently. And of course, we're going to invite you back. And we know that all of CC who are watching this will be wanting to hear those details too. So please tell people about yourself and the work you do.
Okay, thank you so much for having me on. I really appreciate this. It's so nice to connect with you both once again. So in a nutshell, I work as a holographic energetic structurer, and I also am a blueprint redesigner or a blueprint remodeler, so to speak. So I work through the holographic fields to source and locate levels of density, trauma, stagnation held within your body, seals and implants. Many different kinds of technologies. It's my job to kind of go in and start extracting them out. And within this process, it kind of opens up space to actually source and locate layers where the etheric DNA has become corrupted, distorted, and then start to rebuild, replenish, and connect back into your organic universal structure. And it's essentially a case of rebuilding the 12-strand DNA template, really. Cool. So along with that, it's kind of come into a level of expansion where I'm now working with the earth grids, and I have been for about 2 years now, working and sourcing, locating levels where we kind of, or my clients kind of fall into incomplete timelines and heavy trauma where they get stuck within that kind of field and that location time cycle, and bring it back into the present, whilst at the same time working on the earth grids. I'm also taken into the galactic grids and sourcing and locating through Orion systems, Draco systems, Andromeda, Sirius, Lyran, all of the above. It's my job to kind of go in there and start to repiece things back together. And whilst all of that is being done and being reorchestrated back to its original harmonic, we're then able to kind of update the blueprints and clear as much of the blueprint as we possibly can to restore it back to its divine, angelic, human blueprint structure.
Wow.
That's amazing. It's very hard to follow that.
Yeah, that's a mouthful. And, you know, we met you at New Range, and you were at Tara, and you did a lot of work here while you were here over in the Aran Islands, and came across as far as our Parliament building the Doyle. And the energy on the island afterwards was palpable. People could feel that there had been a shift, which is absolutely wonderful.
Yes, and even just being in your presence, I was telling someone earlier, we could feel the energy vibrating from you. And then you started using your light language when you were there at the Stone of Destiny on the Hill of Tara. It was absolutely phenomenal. And we're so grateful that you came to Éire. Oh, is this where I mentioned that we like to call Ireland, not Angerland, but Éire? We've gone back to the original name. And sometimes people say, what are you talking about? Because Éire, or Éire, was the goddess of sovereignty and the goddess of love. And that's where our island's name came from. So I know you did tremendous work here a few months ago, lifting the levels and layers of darkness. Do you have any idea when you might be coming back? Because there will be a few people watching this who will certainly want to see you, and we're top of the queue.
Right, absolutely. Oh my God, I would love to get back there as soon as possible. It could be one weekend in September, it could be in October. It's all dependent on the current situations as to where I'm kind of called to. But if it's not this year, it will definitely be the early side of next year.
Okay.
Yeah, so it could be potentially within February to March time if we're not going off to France, maybe.
Yeah.
Great,
yeah.
great.
So I mean, it might even have to be during the week though. That's the thing, because there's so many kind of healing places I'm booked in on at the moment on the weekends, that next year I'm actually more open at the moment. And when we think about it, we're already in August, but it's not that far until the end of the year already.
Yeah.
So yeah, but the sooner the better, really. And as soon as I know, I'll let you guys know.
Yes, because we'd like to bring you to. We've as we've spoken before, we have a healing cabin here just outside Arklow, and we'd love to get you to come down to that. You know, and at the moment we're offering different healing modalities for people. And it's amazing the interest that we're getting now in the different modalities.
Yes, yes. And we have, you might remember this, the healing Brigid blanket. I think we wrapped you in it, didn't we?
That Brigid blanket, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
so we're offering a double Master Reiki because we're both Reiki masters, and then we did additional initiations in Jersey there. So we work together on people, but we also bring in the power of Brigid, and then we have the perpetual flame of Brigid that we have for our ceremonies too. So like yourself, we have tremendous respect for the divine feminine energy, so we try and incorporate that in our different ceremonies. And then we have this earth tide machine for detoxing. Felix, you probably don't need to detox, but we have a few dirty people here in Éire, so they come and it's like a foot spa, and afterwards the heavy metals are removed from their body, any toxins, any chemicals that aren't conducive to healthy living. So that's quite popular. And we have a new modality. Michael said not to call it a gadget anymore. We're the first people to bring a primer cube into Éire. So this creates a healing toroidal field. So I was blasting my parents with it yesterday up in Dublin. So we use it all the time, but when our clients come, we use it with them too. So please come and visit us and we'll just give you a blast of everything.
Absolutely, yeah, that sounds amazing. I'm so down for that. I love this kind of idea. I love these healing pods and healing retreats. It's what I live for, really. But what I'm also just hearing now is to turn the cube on.
Oh,
Okay,
sure.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, we
okay,
can do
yes,
that, yeah.
yes, yep.
And then maybe we can invite the listeners just to connect their fields in to us with a group field.
Okay,
Yeah, okay.
super.
And just bring up the diamond templating, diamond shield templating around. I'm just seeing so much magenta moving through the toroidal field, but I'm also seeing tones, rainbow hues. And I'm really, oh my God, that's really good. And I'm just seeing like flecks and restorances of blue rays coming in as well. That's blending around and through. I mean, I can really feel this opening through the solar plexus. Interesting. Okay, I can actually see this work with the tree of life as well.
Yeah.
It's like I can see through the tree of life all of the grey tones that are held within the branches and within the trunk. It's moving out through the earth body. And what's also replicating with the toroidal field as well is almost like a breakdown of tension, a breakdown of hardness, really. And I'm just feeling that all open out through the back of my spine as well at the same time. So yeah, it's really powerful.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and the first time, it's a guy called David Lapointe actually invented it. And what he did was he has given it to mankind, so you can actually download all the information off it and build one for yourself using a 3D printer. Now you have to get there's 40 magnets in it that spin at anything from 1800 revs per minute to 3,500 revs per minute. But when we were looking at it, it was actually almost cheap to buy one rather than buying all the bits and pieces and putting it together. But what we plan to do is, because it's free to mankind, is set up a situation where we will build 20 at a time and be worthwhile then, and give it to holistic centers and give it to nursing homes, because elderly people, the benefit they would get from it is huge. That and the earth tide machine. And we've spoken to the guy who invented the earth tide machine, and he's quite open to doing something similar with us as well, you know.
An Irish American, yes, we're hoping to do one of our podcasts with him also. So there's so many wonderful people, Felix, like yourself, all around the world who just want to help society, help humanity. It was actually through the Michael Tellinger One Small Town group, Michael and our ambassadors, as well as coordinators for connecting consciousness, and we heard about this machine and thought that's amazing. Someone is gifting humanity. So I said to Michael, let's see if we can get one of these. So it's marvelous. Even just in the local community, I know the energy is changing because we use it every day.
I think it also does things to the skeletal system. There's something about multiple sclerosis as well. I was just hearing there how it's kind of breaking down. I don't understand what it is really, but it's almost like a deconstruct and repair of multiple sclerosis and things to do with the skeletal system. Yeah.
Yeah, we actually know that there's a girl lives in the UK, Rachel Russell, and she is building one at the moment. But somebody that she knows has one, and they used it on their dog who had tumours. And within a couple of days, the tumours were totally gone from the dog.
Oh,
we've heard different, testimonials, I suppose you could call them, from people who have used something similar. And as Julie said, we're the first people in the country with one of these. So the first time I turned it on, I had the laptop on. The lights in the room started to flicker. The laptop started to flicker, and I'm clairsentient, and I could feel the energy. I can feel the energy from it now.
That's why when you said turn it on, Felix, I thought, I hope this soon lasts.
Yeah.
But no, it is. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Anyway, please come soon and visit us. And yes, you can certainly have a go. It's great.
Yeah.
that sounds really great. I'd love that. Absolutely.
Wonderful. That's great. Well, Felix, do you have anything you'd like to finish with now? Because we're conscious that we're taking up your time, and we're just so appreciative of everything that you share. We're going to put details underneath too, so that people can get in touch with you and read up about you and your website and your different group sessions.
Okay, yeah. Where do I begin? Okay, so I guess I do monthly group grid sessions as a training program to help people really understand how the earth body works and how the grid system works. It's also a chance to develop your intuition and your abilities to read the planetary body, as well as interchangeably your own. So it's kind of like a development session for understanding how to work your own innate gifts. And I also keep that completely free as well, because I feel that everybody should have that pathway of evolution. And to have it accessible is just a wonder to me. So that's probably the main thing that I would like to bring forward today. I also do holographic energetic restructuring sessions. Within that, I also do blueprint reconstruction, blueprint remodels, and I also do J seal removals and releases as well. We'll be doing Draco seal removals too very soon. That kind of comes in within the holographic work. But there are many different types of seal systems that connect into multiple different places. Patriarchal kind of structures, monarchical structures, negative alien agenda structures, all of the above. So yeah, those are just some that I kind of do at the moment. And I have got a Lionsgate event next Tuesday at 6 p.m. as well, and you can find that.
Very good. Okay. Hopefully we'll be able to join you for that, because the Lionsgate is so important, that portal, it really is. And even with the full moon the other night, you can feel the energies building up towards it. It's incredible. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's really been progressing since about the 8th or 9th of July for me, I felt. And then gradually as we hit the 26th, it was like next level kind of frequencies. And now today it's just getting even more and more palpable and strong, which I just love.
Great stuff.
No exciting times ahead. Well, Felix, thank you so much, Garmila Market, for your time. It's just always a pleasure. We could talk to you all night, but we're very grateful that you could join us. And as I said, we'll put all the details in the blurb underneath.
Yes, and we will probably see you on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Okay.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And we put the details of that below as well, so people can join in. All right.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you very much.